All right, back up. Cicero mode back in the building or in the car where I like to do the vlogs. Vlog 56. 56 weeks of the vlogs. Cicero mode, creative music and media. It's time for another week. 56. Let's get it. So yeah, Cicero mode. Creative music and media is what I like to create, produce, and promote. I like to do these vlogs every Monday, just to kind of recap my week, talk about what's coming up, and just keep the impromptu diary style stuff flowing, man. I'm getting more into it as time moves on. So near downtown Tyler, was over here at the pipeline getting a little bit of work on, but had to get out of there, man. They got the AC down. It's cold, so I had to get out of there. And hopefully, first and foremost, everybody had a good Halloween. Happy post-Halloween. I don't know, November 1st today. New month, new Monday, new vlogs, what I put earlier on the IG stories. But yeah, Halloween was yesterday, man. Hopefully everybody had a good one. Had a pretty busy weekend. Did Soundwave Fridays on Friday. Had a school event earlier that day. And had another school event on Saturday. But man, that changed quickly. I don't know what happened to me, but towards the end of that school event, man, I started feeling pretty bad. I don't know. I think it was the candy. I ate some candy on Friday and Saturday. Apparently, I can't do that no more. Candy mixed in with, I don't know, whatever else I ate. Had some coffee, too. I don't know. But Saturday night, man, I did not do any festivities, Halloween festivities. I took it to the house, and I was in the bed for quite quickly. So kind of sucked, that was my Saturday. Sunday was still not feeling too great, so definitely took Halloween easy. Oh my, what's up, Tip? Yeah, took the Halloween pretty easy. I mean, I wasn't planning on doing much anyway. Uh-oh, what's up? What's up, Melanie? I'll be doing these vlogs, talking to random people. Go Astros, I'm assuming. But yeah, so I took it pretty easy on Halloween. I mean, I wasn't gonna plan on doing much Saturday night anyway. Probably go home, work on some music, play some video games, and watch Donnie Darko. That is my Halloween tradition. But I was feeling so bad, I didn't even get to watch Donnie Darko. So I might watch it tonight or something, but it ain't the same. I like to watch it like the night of Halloween. So had to miss my Halloween tradition. Go Stros. Hey, I'll let you have it. I know you down there, but I'm going a little bit more for the Braves because they got Ron Washington on the coaching staff. A little bit of Texas Rangers vibes in there, but hey, they got it done yesterday. Is the game tonight or tomorrow? I don't even know. It's baseball. Just know it's baseball. I don't do that very much. Since you're in here, any thoughts on the disarray of Texas Tech football? I did kind of a rant last week. I'll talk a little bit more this week, probably. Tomorrow, okay. Oh, and Wednesday, I like it. I see what you did there. I like it. So, yeah, baseball, I don't know. I don't do it very much. I celebrate the last game. So either tomorrow or Wednesday. It was Wednesday would be game 7. Whatever it is, whatever the last day of the season is, the last game of the World Series, I celebrate because that means baseball is over. So I don't know. I'm just not a big baseball person. Tech though, who knows what we're going to do over there with those individuals. I can't keep up. I just say get somebody in there and they got to prove we're good. That's all I know. So, but what else was I talking about? Halloween, wrapped it up. But yeah, I hadn't been under the weather in a little bit. And again, this is like a stomach thing. I don't think I got the COVID, but I'm bounced back today feeling fine. But yeah, it's tricky when you got to kind of put full stop on things. Last week I had week before last, I had a super busy week, 3 weddings, 5 total events. And then so I kind of rolled into last week and I think was already kind of fatigued and worn down, and then had 2 more school events, Halloween stuff. So I already knew when I was stretching myself a little thin. So I think it was that, it's just kind of the body comes through sometimes like, hey, sit your ass down. So, unfortunate. You know, I'm used to trying to stay productive and get stuff done. So when you gotta be bedridden or not able to work as you like, you know, it sucks. And I'm sure a lot of other people have been dealing with that way more than I have lately. So it's all understandable. What's up, man? So, but yeah, so got all that done, got through that. You know, I had something I wanted to post on Saturday, but didn't get around to it. And, you know, it's feeling kind of bad. So, but got it up today. New edit out. I did to one of the tracks off my new beat tape, Typecast, which is out now on Bandcamp. Gonna be throwing it on YouTube soon, dealing with some YouTube issues over there. So I'm trying to clear up a few things before I upload it there. But yeah, got it on the Bandcamp. Gonna be throwing some choice tracks on the track train. But for now, go by the Bandcamp. You can check it out. Name is Typecast. All the closest I can get to a type beat tape. So got that done and got an edit up. It's on the IG now and on my page. I'm gonna throw it up on the stories, but I got it on the IG and the TikTok right now. And it's an edit to one of the, I can't say the greatest shows, but one of the most pivotal shows of my youth for sure, I guess. Family Matters, TGIF, ABC, Friday nights. You know, that was the vibe, man. You get done with school. You know, one of my good homies, Gabriel Robinson, shout out to Gabe. We were two nerdy black kids. Both our moms were school teachers at the same school here in Tyler. So we were on the same sports teams and whatever, you know, just little nerdy kids with teacher parents. So we both definitely gravitated to that show, gravitated to Steve Urkel as a character, because we were, you know, the few little black kids running around talking about, you know, video games and you know, the homie, I got glasses now, but my homie Gabe had the big glasses back in the day. Like we was hooping, he had the Horace Grant, you know what I mean, the Horace Grant piece going on. So, you know, we heard it a little bit, you know, so we definitely became good buddies and kind of gravitated to, you know, having sleepovers and, you know, kicking it because we could talk about nerdy black stuff that not a lot of other kids wanted to talk about. Although we did play sports and everything, our moms were so close as teachers, we would kick it. But all that to say, you know, yeah, Urkel was kind of our hero, man. You know, as a nerdy black guy that could still, I guess, be popular and still be nerdy at the same time. So, you know, we always thought that was cool. And then, you know, man, I definitely remember, well, two instances. I remember the Urkel dance when that episode came on. Yeah, I was going to go over and stay at my homie Gabe's house that night. Like we had like baseball practice and then, you know how you do as kids. You got pizza, we going to do that shit. But yeah, that was a big deal. We were like, oh, we got the Urkel dance episode tonight. He's going to dance on him. So, you know, it's a big deal. And then down the road came Stefan Urkel, right? Nutty Professor before the Nutty Professor. For us, we didn't know it existed. So seeing this nerdy guy get transformed, or I think for me, it was more like, I guess, knowing that a nerdy dude had hope to flip it, you know, if it was just science, still, you know, it was that whole vibe. So we were excited about that. Oh man, now Lord's down for him. So that's what I used for this edit, man. A couple of scenes from Family Matters when Steve takes the potion, transforms into Stefan Urkel, puts the game down. So, you know, kind of fit the beat. The beat is called Flapjacks off the beat tape. And it's got like a saxophone sample. I don't know, I always be flipping these saxophones. But the saxophone, I don't know, as I heard it and was thinking about Family Matters, it has that same feel as like coming out of the break or going into the commercial, how that real just kind of generic saxophone would sound. So I ran with it, made the edit, and I think it turned out pretty decent. So check it out. It's the Family Matters to the beat Flapjacks off my new beat tape, Typecast. So looking at some new edits to get done with that, some more content to come out with the beat tape. And I'm really ready to start working on the next one. I want to keep doing Typecast as just I don't know, an exercise, I guess, of making these beats structured more for TV and film. And obviously that's why I used Family Matters, hint, hint, is because I do want these beats to be something that eventually could maybe work for television placements, bed music, that kind of vibe, as opposed to strictly being made for MCs. I got some stuff for the MCs though too. But you know, time's progressing, adding a few more tools to the toolbox, and kind of doing these kind of short structured beats is something I'm working on. And that's what Typecast is all about. So check out Typecast, check out the new edit to some Steve Urkel, Stefan Urkel vibes. I don't know what these folks doing behind me back there. They got some plywood. Y'all see that? What y'all doing? I guess they're going into the pipeline with it. probably going to the woodworking room if you didn't know. Tyler Innovation Pipeline. They got an awesome woodworking area. Yeah, that's where they're headed in the back for people that do all sorts of dope woodworking. So they're going to go cut some wood up, I guess. So, yeah, new edits, man. Check it out. Wanting to work on a new one, an anime edit next. I'm going to have to hit up Angry Apple. Shout out to Angry Apple. I will be in contact very soon. Next up, though, show news. We got a show coming up this month. We are in November now, so I'm teaming up with the homie D-Phil to go into curator mode. You know, Cicero mode. I go into DJ mode, producer mode, whatever mode. Going into curator mode here. I always curate music, but helping out with an art show. I've done some, DJing for art shows and for, kind of the presentations, art students that have the presentations at the end of the year. So I've done some of those in the past, but this will be the first time I'm kind of jumping in and actually helping from the ground level with an art/music show. It's going down November 19th here in Tyler, downtown Tyler, and it is called Art of the Elements. And the homie D-Phil usually swings by, but I don't know, he might pop in and out. But it's really going to be an interesting concept. If you don't know D-Phil, go follow him at D-Phil-Good. He's the guy heading this up. And he's been down with us all our foundation shows and things we've been doing. And he always had a different vision for, combining kind of golden era hip hop with what he does. He's a visual artist, painter. Being able to do a show that combines some other elements that he loves about hip hop, loves about art, and things that we don't see in this area. So that's usually what we're always talking on. And, it's been a long time coming, but we finally found a venue, found a vibe that we think fits what we want to do. So yeah, teaming up with D-Phil-Good, Flashback Clothing Co. Also, the Heart Gang. My man has a lot of hats, stays busy. But yeah, we're going to be downtown at the Mosaic venues, or at Mosaic venues. Let me get that right. We'll be tagging that in here. Shout out to the homie Leo. We're going to have a little more of a discussion with him tomorrow on odds and ends. But we've got the promo flyer up right now on my page, November 19th. We're going to have music acts in the building, spoken word. I think the homie Shad was in here. Shout out to Shad at the Village. Check out Shad_Black Sheep. Also at the Village, Texas. He'll be in the building, bringing some amazing lyricism to the game. Also going to have Keelan, their producer from the Village, in the building doing some beats. Snarf, kind of just telling all the music acts we got in the works right now. My homie Snarf, who plays off the SP404 sampler, dope producer. And we're looking to have kind of two setups for music, actually, because the Mosaic, if you haven't been there, Mosaic venues in Tyler, there's an art gallery upstairs, and then downstairs there's a music venue. So it really has that underground, urban feel. And that's really the reason we went with the venue, is because you don't really get that vibe here in East Texas. We've got a small urban aesthetic. It's getting better. Obviously, I'm right here by all the graffiti, by all the other elements here downtown. But the Mosaic is just Mosaic Venues is just a new avenue to that. And it's right on the square, right by Andy's Custard and all that, on the same side of the street as KLTV. So it's going to be great, man. We're excited about the show. Details on the way. But the main thing is, remember, November 19th, the Art of the Elements, man. It's going down. D-Phil-Good, my man, doing his thing, curating a lot of artists. We're going to have vendors in the building, art. We'll have some spoken word again, music acts, looking at a VIP area where you can do a few more things, get to meet some of the artists. And yeah, man, I'm just excited to try something new, try something creative here in East Texas, in the Tyler area. And also getting to work with Shad. I got to DJ for him at another event at Truvine a few months ago. We really wanted to get the whole village in, but the timing for this event isn't going to quite work out. But hopefully we'll get to work with them as a full collective very soon. But still glad we're going to get Shad down and Key come through to play some beats. He's doing some stuff with Sean Boog. So these guys are on it. It's definitely, I think, an original act that you don't hear usually here in the East Texas market. And they both have Tyler ties, so they're kind of getting to come back home. And there he is. His ears were burning. Just talking about Key. Just talking about you fellas, man. Getting ready for the show. And yeah, they both got Tyler ties. So it's going to be an exciting show. November 19th, we got Key. We got Shad in the building right now, in the chat. Throw any tags in there, guys. I think you can see the tags later. I don't know. But either way, make sure to go follow at Shad Black Sheep, SHAAD_Black Sheep. But I get to see, I can spell y'all's names right off top. So at Keelon Donnell, KEELONDONNEL_. So they're all on my pages. Follow them there. We'll be doing a lot more promo for that this week and leading up to that. So shout out to the whole squad. Yes, 19th. We'll get with you guys very soon. We got the group chat going. So a lot of things in the works. Was just saying we're talking with Leo, the event venue manager, tomorrow. A few more odds and ends, but we're all good, man. Ready to knock it out. It's November, right? So yeah, make sure y'all go check them out. We'll be tagging a lot more of their content, a lot more of their music as we get closer. So November 19th, excited for it, man. A different type of show, new venue, which always is exciting here in the East Texas area that we're getting to work with. So Art of the Elements, man, it's on the way. Next, NFTs I have down here. I have that down here because, again, I just finished up the beat tape. Been doing a pretty slow promo rollout for it, honestly. Just got it on the Bandcamp. Like I said, just got up one edit today for it. Holding off on Spotify. I'm not sure I'm going to do that with it. Really want to reserve this for content creators more so, I guess. But, I mean, it is a beat tape. It is a type beat tape. So we'll be getting it up on YouTube. I need a few more hints and help on who to type these beats for. Because I don't ever be doing the type beats. So in my head, I make some beats, and sometimes I might be like, oh, yeah, you know, it might sound like so-and-so could jump on this or whatever. I got one I'm like, maybe Nav. Hey, what's up, Melanie? I know you're still in here. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming through. But yeah, so, yeah, man, I'm trying to name more of these beats, man. It's a type beat tape, so I need like Drake type beat. I got one that I'm starting to lean towards like a Nav type beat. So yeah, I just need more type beat titles. So, gonna get that up on YouTube this week. I have to. It has to be done. Just doing a few more odds and ends like I was saying with them. But talking NFTs because had the beat tape up on Twitter, just doing some, you know, random Twitter stuff, trying to get a little bit better over there. And I had a young gentleman hit me up, Rooftop, name he goes by, saying, hey man, I'm a rapper, but I also work with Thugbirds, okay? At Thugbirds, check them out. I think they're a little bit heavier on Twitch and Twitter than they are on IG. But yeah, they're an NFT group. Again, I don't know all these phrases, but I'd already done a little bit of NFT research. You know, I'm big on Gary V. He's talking it up. But yeah, so the guy was like, hey man, we're kind of having a beef. Thugbirds versus this other NFT group. And this one guy did a diss song. I heard your beat, your one beat. Can I jump on that? You know, can I rap on it? And I'm like, hey man, NFTs, I don't know much about it. Might as well get into it. My only question was just like, all right, well, does this mean it goes into the NFT? Because I do know enough about, you know, these things to recognize that once an NFT is created, the digital content, you know, it is resold. And whoever was the original content creators or credited with that would get, you know, royalties in perpetuity. A word I always like to be able to throw out, and that means forever. So I was just like, hey, if you're going to do it, just don't put it in an NFT and then I don't get no credit. But no, they're just doing it for some fun. But it was still cool to kind of jump in on some NFT beef, I guess. That's what I put in my post. I was just like, hey, I'm in an NFT beef, apparently. But, man, Rooftop killed it on the beat. I'll probably repost, like a quick sample of it. Just, you know, in the chat, you know, or in the chat, in my live, in my story. I don't know. I can't talk right now. You know, see how people think, but definitely I was very impressed with what he did. I was like, hey man, I can take the vocal sample out. But you know, he kind of went at it head to head with this other NFT rapper, I guess. But you know, in my opinion, Rooftop won. So we'll see. Shout out to him. He hit me back up. We're gonna maybe work on something else. So just excited to get into, again, some new realms, get some new audiences, is what it's all about. So shout out to everybody in the NFT game. I'm trying to learn as fast as I can, but go follow at Thugbirds. Illmind, man, at Illmind producer. Obviously, I was already on him big. He's one of the leading producers in the NFT space. And, you know, it looks like it's going to be something that'll help all of us out, man, as far as, you know, say you're doing a live stream and you make a dope beat that, I remember, I think Timbaland and J. Cole was talking about this, right? Like, Timbaland made a beat on the live. J. Cole was like, hey, I want that beat. And Timbaland was like, oh, man, I deleted it. You know, so he had to recreate it. But just say you could sell that initial session, you know, or like, all right, this is dope as it is. I'm going to mix this down, you know, and I'm going to make whatever, 100 of these. And, you know, who knows what it turns into. But almost like the rough version could become an NFT because it really just encapsulates the moment, it seems like, is what I'm learning from this. Whereas, you know, you can commemorate a moment in time or a certain aspect of you know, an artistic expression, as opposed to just having the art. You have that story, you know, and I always say that's what's important. You know, that's why I'm always big on shows. I'm like, the only way artists are going to differentiate themselves is if people can see them live and have a story attached to that live experience. It's way easier to make a connection like that than it is to, you know, just hear about it. Sure, you can hear a song and, oh, I love that song because I heard it, this and that, but you got to be able to have a story to it. And it feels like that's what NFTs are going to allow people to do, is to attach a story to also having that collectible item. And in the music realm, anything we can do to, you know, give ourselves that credit, I guess, you know, so the beats aren't lost in the ether, you know, and still be able to make profits, you know, again, in perpetuity. I need to get that word down better because it's a great word. In perpetuity, you know, is a good thing, you know. Being honest, that's why I'm looking more into, you know, TV placements, licensing, because as fun as it is to make songs for artists, that's never going anywhere. But hey, you got to mature, you got to add new tools. So going to be looking into NFTs. Anybody that's big on that or has any dope, you know, sites, blogs, podcasts I should check out, please send them my way. Trying to get my NFT game up. So odds and ends down here at the end. Sports/shows. Like I said, I didn't get to watch a lot of my shows, the Sunday shows, because I just wasn't feeling it, man. Like I said, wasn't feeling too great last night. So didn't watch Insecure, didn't watch Curbed. I did open the app though, and I'm gonna say this: I've opened the HBox, HBox. Good Lord, I've opened the HBO Max app the last few days, and I always just wander on to something else. So last few days, I get on there. I was gonna watch Dune. I didn't do that. I was gonna watch the shows last night. I didn't do that. Keeps calling me. It's the reveries, man. Westworld. I'm back on Westworld and loving it. Almost done with season 1 and getting ready to go into season 2. I'm probably going to try to ride the entire series out again. I think there was an announcement that season 4 is on the way or starting production, which would be great. I mean, season 1 is a masterpiece. Season 2 is pretty solid. I haven't done a full rewatch of that or 3. I've watched season 1. This is my 3rd time when I finish it. So I'm excited to see. I really enjoyed watching it again, and just a lot of Easter eggs, man. So I'm excited to see if that holds over for 2 and 3. One of my favorite shows. So if you never watched Westworld, it's still dope. One of the best intro theme songs out there. It's just the one guy. He does all the theme songs. Game of Thrones, Westworld. I mean, he's a genius, pretty much. So Westworld. I did want to do a weekly Insecure recap. So I will get back on that, excuse me, next week. You know, again, I used to do the Monday, the Monday Black Tourette recap. So we'll move it over to Insecure. Way better black romance show last season. So we'll get that in next week. I'm gonna have to rewatch both of them. I watched the first one. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little tipsy. I'd watched Curb first too, so I was a little extra tipsy because I had the beard all the way through Curb, was laughing. So I got to go back and get a few, you know, subtle things that I know were in that first episode. But yeah, we'll be there next week. Insecure 3-episode recap is what we'll call that next week. Sports, hey, Tech, we lost again. Lost to OU. If you saw my last vlog, it's already happening. People are hating on our interim coach, saying he should have beat the 4th team in the nation by better. Who knows, man? Who knows? Basketball season is starting. Men's basketball. Shout out to Tech. Shout out to Melanie that came through earlier. She's a Texas Tech alum as well. So we got, who knows what's going to happen with us on sports, but we're all Red Raiders all day, guns up. And yeah, I think that's about it, man. again, November 19th, Art of the Elements hip-hop show going down here in Tyler, Texas, downtown on the square. More info on the way very, very soon. Got my new edit up to the beat Flapjacks off my Typecast beat tape. Little Steve Urkel, Stefan Urkel vibe. If you remember those, if you're from that era, 90s nostalgia. And if you aren't, hey, maybe this will get you into Family Matters. I don't know. Again, one reason I'd already been on Steve Urkel a little bit, I already know I was going to name the beat tape Typecast, but I was going through characters that I wanted to use. And if you've seen the cover, you know that it's different headshots of actors, or it's headshots of some people. I guess I done spoiled it now, huh? But Typecast is the name of the tape, so it's about actors. So one of those characters, of course, is Steve Urkel. One of the most typecast characters, actors, Jaleel White of all time. And I just seen him on like that documentary show, comes on like TV One or BT or some shit, where they just like spill the tea. They act like they're gonna say something deep, but they're just like, I'm gonna tattle on everybody. But you know, he was talking about how on that show it was all white writers, and you know they loved writing for Steve because he was the least black character, or you know it's easier to write about you know a nerdy black guy as opposed to trying to hit home with this other stuff. But more so that they didn't even care about that stuff. You know, they kind of put the whole show together. They brought in Carl Winslow because he's on Die Hard. They like, he's a black dad. Let's get him in here. And then they brought in Steve kind of as an afterthought. And he became the most popular character because they enjoyed writing for him the most. And, you know, again, on my end, I was a young black nerd, so I thought he was an interesting character. And just good to see a young black nerd winning in the 90s. So check out the edit, man. I'm about to wrap it up. Head home. I got an event, school event tomorrow, midday. You know, still trying to take it light, take it easy, a little bit of recovery mode. But yeah, man, Halloween is done. It is November, Turkey Day next, holiday vibes. November 19th, Art of the Element is the next show. New edits out, beat tape out, man. Cicero mode, vlog 56. Y'all have a good rest of your week. See y'all on the next one. Peace.